presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl.
1st down. 1st and 10.
And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the 2nd coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got it. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gordon is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
And goal to go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Lad McConkey from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board 1st here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offense is always up to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
To throw now, Dart. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And it's third down.
They're going to keep him. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. To the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers.
Here's Dart. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Dart from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Herbert now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Herbert running left off the option. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now Gordon on first down. Powerful running. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 15-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ballew to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Dart. He'll dump this off to Ballew. And just shutting him off there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Play action. Now Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
To the air again, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
6. First down, Giants.
Here's Dart. This taken in by Downs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Dart. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Dart. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold unheard.
Herbert back to the air. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
He's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Open man right side. That's McConkey. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Oh, what a move. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Now Gordon, a 22-yard scamper. And the Chargers continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
We see this a lot of 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air, Dart. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw again, Dart. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're going to put it behind them and come out punching here in the 2nd half.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Dart. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the 2nd half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And that one goes goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 of the 19. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Dart going to give the Scalaboo. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Giants.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Scalaboo. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Scalaboo. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Giants first down.
Dart. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing his Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
They'll try to run here with Scatteroo. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, right back to Scatteroo. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw now, Dart. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl. As we get under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. First down, here's Scatteroo. And now Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Dart going to look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And once again, it's Scatteroo. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
An inside run with Scatteroo. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Scatteroo going to run it out of the gun. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatteroo. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
J.K. Scott.
All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the
to throw. Dart.
He'll let one go deep for Downs.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Josh Downs,
60 yards.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Herbert and the Chargers down 27-20. Less than 90 seconds to go. Herbert
sets up the screen to Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Now Herbert.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now 1st and goal. Gordon will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Giants ready to come out now. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st down, Giants.
Throwing, Dart. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We feeling the weight of our ancestors. We heal the ways that don't last too long. Don't have the time in the diabetes. No help for the weak, but the gone.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle the winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was in the playoffs. Now both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partner, as we both know, many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 21-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Extra point try now from Dicker. Will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game will already be over, and the losing team will be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Working from a 7-point deficit here in overtime of this Super Bowl. And remember, they'll need to score before time runs out as they work on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Scattergood. Nervous time now, moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Dart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dart. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Throwing his Dart. That's complete to his running back, Ballew. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
Looking to throw, Dart. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. But this is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down. Now complete to Downs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Dart going to look to throw here. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick down.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers getting set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the
Herbert to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. From the 46, here's second down and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 46-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.